Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Asim Price. Thank you so much for your message. It was so sweet and it really put a smile on my face. Alright, so if you want to be house guest of the day, send me a private message and we'll make it happen. So, if you missed last night's episode, Canada voted and the nominees are Andrew and Sabrina! Give yourself a pat on the back because we all collectively called that and we're awesome. So, totally expected that to happen. We've been discussing that for the last few days. They're just not liked by Canada. Sorry. So, all I can say about this is Big Brother better bring it, alliteration, with Wednesday's show because I want to see some freaking reactions to these nominations, and if I don't get it, I'm gonna... Alright, so while the feeds were down, we also missed out on the Power Veto competition, which John won. I don't know the details of the competition yet. They haven't been saying like, oh, this is what happened. If I was on the show, I feel like I would just randomly every once in a while be like, this is what happened today. While the feeds were down. I think that would be helpful. But anyway, John won the POV. We'll see what he does with it. I'll tell you in this video. Moving on, it seems like there was some other type of event going on while the feeds were off. Big Brother definitely showed the house guests a montage video of some of their gross habits in the house. And I don't know if this was part of another challenge, or it was part of the POV, or it was just for funsies, but some of the house guests were wearing some interesting t-shirts when the feeds came back. John wore one that said, I touch myself in inappropriate areas. True. Andrew's shirt said, I pick my nose. Accurate. I think his special seasoning on the food that he makes is boogers. And Arlie's shirt said, I expose myself inappropriately. Accurate. How many times have we seen him streak in the house? Streaking is whatever, but then he was going up to people with his stuff right there. That's kind of like harassment. I would be really weirded out. I know it's a joke, but that would make me so uncomfortable. But anyway, those are the only 3 shirts that I saw. I don't know if anyone else had one or if they just changed or whatever, but if I find out in the future, I'll let you know. So Arlie is kind of in hot water right now. He's playing both sides of the house and neither side is really happy with him. Kenny called him out and was like, are you loyal to the first 5 because you're doing some shady stuff and I don't like it. And he was like, you never share any info with me, you never share any info with any of us. And he's like, I see you hanging out with Adele and Heather and it makes me nervous. I'm not stupid, I can put the pieces together. It's pretty obvious. So he's like, no, I'm completely loyal to you guys. What are you talking about? He just kept trying to change the subject and he kept bringing up how Sabrina's a liar, which is true, but he was kind of trying to move on in the conversation. It's pretty clear that he is working on the other side. So Adele and Sabrina also exchanged some words and it was meow. So Sabrina went outside and was talking to Adele or something, and she was claiming that she was trying to mend some fences. Right. It just turned into them rehashing the same old events that they've been fighting about the whole season, you know, Religion Gate and all that stuff. The Ica situation, it really didn't solve anything. It just brought up old issues, and I just don't see them getting along anytime soon. Unless that's a challenge, and then they'll fake their way through it. But Adele, being a have-not this week with John, that's given him a lot of time to talk things over with John, and they're becoming a lot closer. So they were talking things out, and Adele was pretty much figuring out that there's an alliance between Sabrina, Sarah, Arlie, and Kenny. I'm not sure if he put Andrew in there or if he's just not even talking about him anymore because he's probably going this week. But, and that they were probably stringing along Rochelle. He is right on the money. So another thing, they know that Arlie is playing both sides. They can see it too. So they're just don't give him any important information because it's probably going to end up going around the house. Oh boy. So Sabrina has really turned up the crazy since she's been nominated. We missed out on a lot of it. I'm hoping we'll get to see some good stuff on Wednesday's episode, but we're still getting the aftershocks. So she was talking to John, who of course she'd be talking to him because he won the veto, and she's like, "Do you hate me? Do you hate me?" And he was like, if I hated you, I'd use the POV on Andrew and get you out. And then I was like, oh my god, does that mean you're using the POV on Sabrina? And I mean, it kind of makes sense if you're like a curious type of person, because he knows that Andrew's going. So if he takes Sabrina off the block and somebody else goes up, then Andrew's still going, hypothetically, and they could find out, or they want to find out, who else Canada doesn't like. But then I breathed a sigh of relief because he was like, yeah, but I'm not using it. So, alright, and then Sabrina continued the conversation smack-talking Adele to John, who is friends with Adele. But she's trying to make John not trust Adele. She's like sprinkling and planting those seeds, but everyone knows that Sabrina's a liar. She was really, really exposed when Big Brother exposed her. With the whole Ica situation when they played back the quotes, the video, and they were like, you're a liar. So they had the power veto ceremony today, and John did not use the power veto, so that means Sabrina and Andrew are still up for eviction. And I just can't talk today. Allison was crying, presumably because Andrew's going, but I think we all know that it's really because she really doesn't have anything else going on. I mean, really, who are her other alliances? She's got Andrew protecting her, and everyone else is pretty much just going along with it because they were with Andrew. But when he's gone, it's going to be interesting, especially the dynamic with Sabrina. I'm really curious to see what that's going to be like, because Sabrina's all jealous of Allison's relationship with Andrew, but once Andrew's gone, what's she going to do? So it's going to be fun to watch, I think. And Arissa revealed that the fans have another chance to unleash something in the house with their fan votes. So the house guests got to see the fan meter again on the screens, and it already reached 6 million points, which means that his secret POV will be stashed somewhere in the house. It better not be in play for this week, because I need to see Andrew go home. I need that. So, one last tidbit today. Kenny revealed to Sarah that he's gay. I wasn't sure if he was going to do this during the season or if he's going to wait until the end, but he claimed that he does not want viewers to think that he's ashamed of who he is. So he got really nervous with the Canada vote, and he wanted to like show that he's proud of who he is or whatever, and she was like shocked about it. And then she was like all freaking giddy because she can't wait to get her hands all over that. She's like, oh, it'll be okay now if we cuddle and stuff because you're gay. Because she's married, don't forget that. It's just kind of weird. It's like really, she gives me a creepy vibe sometimes when she's ogling, is it ogling or oogling? Ogling the guys. But anyway, I'm wondering, will he tell everyone else? What's the deal? And this is kind of like sad to say, but I'm wondering like what is his angle with this, because yeah, in a perfect world you'd think he'd be able to say that and it would like be whatever, but this is Big Brother and I feel like there's some strategy involved in this. I don't know if he's trying to pull Sarah in closer, he's just trying to work on his image with Canada, or I don't even know, but like it's just I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And last but not least, is Andrew really just gonna lay down and die / get evicted? Because I haven't seen him like campaigning at all. He's just walking around all Charlie Brown, and he needs to get it together. Seriously, I want to see him go, but I also hate when people just like don't fight to stay in the house. That's super lame. So it'd be kind of cool to see some campaigning. Wake up! But that's it for today, and until tomorrow, much love.
Edit. Wait.